Do you ever find yourself over overthinking? Like maybe losing sleep over something or like cringing like why did I even say that? Or well, why did I do that? Or maybe like I don't know, overthink about like things that you should do or like you want to do because over the years I have gotten a lot better, but I still find myself overthinking like all the time. Like, not anymore as much, but I used to like sit there and I have this memories of like the past and I'll be like literally cringing and like being like, why did I do that? And then I'll try to like shake it off. But if you ever like overthink about things that you did in the past, what really helped me is to just really see what I was really afraid of and then just kind of forgiving myself and then letting it go because it's just in the past, okay? Nobody's thinking about us as much as we think that they might be. So it's literally unnecessary. So if you do find yourself doing that, we are all human, okay? We do things or say things that later we like look back and say like, why do we do that? But we do. That's just what we do as a human. So just forgive yourself and accept the fact that that's you did that. And it happens sometimes and then just let it go. Just brush it off and it's okay. But if you find yourself sitting there overthinking about if you should either do something or not, I was kind of looking into like why do we overthink so much? Obviously, it's because there's lots of reasons, but either we are afraid of like judgment or like wanting to be perfect. And they're just, there's number of reasons that why we can be overthinking. But what I've been doing lately is when I find myself or when I see myself overthinking, that's the first step, okay? Awareness, noticing you're overthinking. Because it's so tiring and draining to be wasting, like, I don't know about you, but hours, if not days, for me about things that is actually in the end doesn't even matter. So I've been kind of naming what it is that I'm afraid of, and then just really think about if it's even really worth worrying about it. Because one thing that I have realized recently is that my brain can be so dramatic. It's like literally it could be a movie director. Like I worry about things that hasn't even happened and that could happen like years down the road. So I remind myself to bring myself back into this moment and take a few deep breaths and I just really let it go because sometimes I realize how much we worry about things that literally doesn't even matter. And most of the time it doesn't even happen, but we just, I don't know, we want to rehearse for whatever that could happen, I guess. But what if we just, you know, kind of not gave uh, anymore as much, you know? Because who cares if somebody judges? It's their problem. I used to be so afraid of like people judging me or like things like that, but I still do, but I'm just starting to really like let that go because it really doesn't matter. They don't live my life for me. It's my life. So I just do whatever I want and There was a times that I even felt guilty about not giving a crap, I guess. But life is seriously too short to be worrying about these kind of things. And all these times that my fears and what ifs and just kind of overthinking stopped me from doing things, even showing up here like this, it's been over a week and it gets easier and easier. Like, even nobody's watching, I feel more comfortable just being myself and talk about whatever. But it took me years and years, okay? Just because I'm like overthinking about all these things. Then I just realized it was really unnecessary. And I still find myself overthinking sometimes. Like, I'll be like, what should I share tomorrow? Or like, what should I share today? And sometimes like I'll be scrambling in the morning and try to like figure it out. And sometimes like there is no idea. And sometimes there's a few and then I'll be like, oh my God, which one is better? And then I'll be like, try to figure it out. But in the end, does that really matter? Because the thing is, like nobody even be might be watching this right like now or ever. Not that it matters. And if you do happen to watch, not for validation, but I would appreciate like some feedback. What could make my, you know, like videos more interesting or like things that I don't know that you're kind of thinking about or curious about, share it with me. Um, because some days like I have this like flooding ideas of what I could talk about, and then some days I'm just like so blank, I don't even know what to talk about. But anyways, if you find yourself overthinking um, today, just bring your awareness, right? Take a deep breath and see what it is that you can do to either let it go if it's in the past, and if it's like something that you want to do and you're afraid, just take baby step at a time because it really does add up, and it's just better to rip the band-aid off and just kind of try it. Just dip the toe, you know? You don't have to just dive right in, but just dip the toe and then see. And one day maybe you are ready to go deeper, you know, or just jump right in. So share with me what is one thing that you've been overthinking and see who's been overthinking more today. Okay? I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.